Item 19, Commissioner Choudhry.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I actually just pulled it because I know that there was some calls I received because there was some misunderstanding on how we purchase property. And I just wanted to show and be completely transparent to everyone that had communicated with me that we are actually purchasing this property in the same format as we would purchase any other property. And it's a fair value for the county. And I had talked extensively to our staff about it. And I was wondering if actually we can talk a little bit about how is it that when we purchase property that is actually needed for the county, what that process is and what we go through. Because I really wanted for that to be, out there and people understand it, because I want people to know that this is a property. Just because there's a commissioner involved in this particular transaction, it doesn't mean that we as a county are doing anything different.
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the Commission. My name is Connie O'Lory, the Transportation Department at Osceola County. So this property is being purchased for a widening of Neptune Road. And Neptune Road is actually a little bit more stringent in how we acquire property because we are getting federal monies. So we're actually having to acquire all the properties in accordance with the Federal Uniform Relocation Act. So that sort of adds another level of requirements to that. So in addition to meeting federal requirements, we have state requirements as well as local requirements. So this property is being bought, and it's a negotiated settlement. So we don't have to go through the eminent domain process, which is of good benefit to the county. If we did do that, then the county would actually, by the federal procedure, would have to pay for the property's owner's appraisal, their eminent domain attorneys, as well as our attorneys to represent the county. We would also have to pay for any surveyors or planners or engineers or contractors. So by having a negotiated settlement, we don't have to do that. That could add upwards of $150,000 more to the plus. In addition, our appraisal was done a couple months ago, and as you know, the properties are escalating pretty quickly because there's not a lot of in the market, and so the property owners would have the right to gain their own appraisal, which would come in probably much higher, and then we would have to then settle through that. So by going this way, it's a big benefit to the county. We also are going to utilize the property for 3 different projects for our construction office, which also helps the county so that we don't have to rent a structure or another place. So that's a benefit to the county. And at the end of the day, the county will own the remaining parcel. We will have to tear down the home to widen the road, but the county can sell the remaining land in the future. We could use it as a pocket park. So there's a lot of benefits to going this route as well as saving money. So if you need more detail, we do have our eminent domain attorney here as well.
No, thank you for that. And I think it's important to understand the differences between purchasing a property with eminent domain. Sometimes when a county or federal government takes over a property, they actually have to pay both parties, attorneys, both parties of everything. And so that becomes very expensive. And sometimes that's, people, we don't all know that unless we're told and we understand it. So I just wanted to show that we're doing it in the most fairest possible way. And we would do this for any property. And I know we've done this in the past where we've purchased property many times when we needed it. And it's been exactly this way. So I just wanted to explain that, but thank you so much for telling us all the other benefits that we'll be using for it. Sure. I'll move to approve.
Okay, we do have a motion for approval. Do we have a second?
Sure, second.
Okay, we do have a motion for approve, a second. I just want to insert a thank you to Commissioner Grieb because the county is actually getting a very good deal on property that we need in order to do this widening.
If I could say so, Chair, that was our intention. We bought that property well before, and I lived there before the road was even talked about. Matter of fact, I have a letter from the county for about 16 years ago when they said they were taking our property, to be tearing it down. and we were still living there on the lake. And, of course, that came to a big shock to us.
Yeah.
Long before I even thought about being in office. So we've had that property for quite a while, and we could have done several different things. We could have had them just tear the house down. We could have sold the lot separately.
Exactly.
But since there is a good purpose and it helps the county move forward, I'm all in for that. And honestly, you have, as well, have seen the numbers that have come across our desk for eminent domain. We wanted to make sure that we were being fair. Of course, I'm still a citizen in this case, too.
Of course.
My property. But it is a very, very fair, in my opinion, both sides. So.
And that's why I wanted to bring it forward, because I want people to see also that we're doing this in the best intentions
Oh, yeah.
for,
Yeah.
and you.
That's what I said. I said, you wait till I'm
Exactly.
on the dais till you take the property. Thank
No,
you.
I know, right?
But
thank you,
that's a
Commissioner
road
Grieb.
that's been needed to be widened for quite a long time. So we're happy to participate. Thank you.